Day making our little Miller's garden. So we're have some stuff that I kind of pre-cut out so that way I can work and get her done a little quicker. So that way videos are a little more comprehensive when you come in and look and watch. So I'll turn the camera on and we'll get started. All right. So these are the components that we've already completed for our little Miller's garden, as you can see. So over the course of a few days, we have made these. And I know this guy's kind of cute. So that was kind of a tough one to put together. So now let's get started. And this is going to be some boxes and whatnot, and a drain spout and things. So the first thing that we are going to assemble is going to be our drain tube. So this is the drain tube. As you can see, I kind of pre-did some of the pieces here. So this has already been cut and partly assembled. So it has this part's already been done. So I did this part already and bent it so that way it's ready for use, just as you can see it there, like so. And now we're going to build finish doing this little thing. Then we're going to attach that, which I pre-cut the wire for. That's right here. It's a white wire. We'll assemble it, and then we'll set it aside. So that way it'll be ready for putting it onto the thing. As you can see, this is not attached to that yet. That gets assembled when we put it on the actual building itself. And as you can, if you look through, you'll be able to see that I have already done that on a couple things. If you do comment, I can't really read my comments, so I will do my best to try and respond if I see. I am happy to be here, and you are welcome to leave comments, ask questions, whatever you need. I did pre-bend this to begin with. I'm going to zoom in just a tad here. So this is, as you can see, the little dotted lines are bend lines. Now, some of them will have like a red dotted line and a black dotted line. This one just has the black dots, so it doesn't have the back and forth. It just goes one direction. So what I'm going to do is, because this seems to work best when I'm working on these, is to actually pinch and bend with my little tweezers. So I got stuff on my, don't mind me, I've got stuff on my tweezers. It's making it very, very, very not so nice. Okay. So, because these are going to be little glue points when I do that, so I want to pre-bend them first before I move on to the next bit. So I'm going to bend them down. Sorry if I'm blurry. It's not focusing on my hand quite right here. Might need to clean my camera though too. If any of you guys saw my quick little video I did earlier, I brought my chickies in the house. So if you find my short on here, you can see some of my chickens. They're only my younger ones because they're up on the porch. So we're going to fold all these first. That way we get the sharper corners here for our little box. Like I said, you're welcome to comment, but I can't necessarily read your comments. So, thank you for joining me today. Hope that you enjoy watching. This is a downspout that I'm working on currently. So actually this kind of goes on the bottom of the downspout. I'm just gonna bend each of these two. So I folded that in half, so it's now it's like that. Hold this down just a little bit because it doesn't go all the way up. And these, oops, come on. This goes in there like that. All right. I need to pinch this just a little more so it stays a little better. There we go. All right. I'll put some glue on that. I'll actually put the glue inside here rather than on the tab itself, because it'll hold a lot better. Come on, glue. So, I said I kind of went through and I pre-cut a few of the pieces just to save time. So you don't have to sit there and watch me cut everything. And we'll stick that in there. I'll grab my tweezers because I'll help hold that. I'll have to pinch that so that way it holds it better. And as you can see, I'm gonna apply glue on each of these little tabs, which almost is folded right in the right spot. Come on. And that'll sit on there like that once it's glued. So I'm open these panels up just a tad so I can pinch that. Like I said, I pre-did this guy, so that's one of the pieces of the downspout that goes on the little Miller's house. Or Miller's garden, sorry, not Miller's house. I have no idea what the next project's going to be. Right now I'm just working on the ones that I currently have. Eee, come on. Oh, this glue was something else. Come on. There we go. It's so hard to control it because I want to just put a little bit on each of these little tabs. But the more I use it, the more stringy it gets. And I hate stringies. And I do, after I'm done, end up cleaning off a lot of stringies. Hello, hello, hello. Those people who are joining, welcome. Like I said, you're welcome to make comments, but I can't really read them too well with where my camera's located. Come on, focus in. There we go. So, little downspout box. One more thing for the downspout box. Actually, a couple. I have to glue that on there too. All right, so one of the things that gets glued on there is a little, come on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on out of this stupid thing. There we go. Come on. There we go. I did a boo-boo last night when I put my glue away. I forgot to close the darn thing. So I will need to poke the hole in a little bit. So this is one of the other little pieces that goes on there. And it just goes on one side like that. The directions are not specific as to which side it goes on, other than, no, it doesn't go on the short sides, it goes on the long side. Put that there. All right, now this little tiny wire actually gets formed and goes around the top. So, to know how that fits, I'll pull up the instructions. And this is the little white wire. That's what this little guy is. So it'll be 6, 8, 12, 8, 6. So that way it just kind of goes all the way around. And I know I'm going to want, if you can see, I'm going to want to make sure that they attach in the back on that same side as I put that, because that is where it actually is going to get attached to the building itself, is on that little pad. All right, so let's grab my little measure here. So I want to measure this. As you can see, each of these little lines is actually a millimeter. It's very tiny. So I'm going to bend it there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pinch it for the moment. Because, and this wire is so soft, I want to be careful with it. Next side, remember, right, is, what is it, 8? Yes, 8, according to my directions. All right, let's see what I'm doing here. Tiny, tiny, tiny. So, 6, 7, 8 is going to be right there. That's 8. Now the next side is going to be 12. Come on. so worried I'm going to break the wire because it is so stinking soft. Alright, so line it up. At the corner. That's 10. And then 12. That's 12. It twists really easy too, so I like that. So that's 12. You can kind of see. The other way to look too to see if I've got it right, even though it measures out. I said, is it going to fit on the top of this? Okay. Yes. All right. That's going to bend right there. Come on. Pinch it so it bends. There we go. All right. And it probably is going to have a little bit of an overlap, but not too bad. So I'm going to apply glue now onto this edge, and I'll put that on there. Hopefully my camera stays focused on this. Come on. Squeeze some of the air out of there. And then we're going to lay some glue. All right, that's frustrating. Just give me a second. Like I said, I left the stinking thing open last night, so that was not smart. All right. Always remember to close your glue. All right. There we go. Now the air moves. Little bead across the top. Come on. I don't want to put a super amount on there. Just enough to hold the wire in place. As you can see, I got my stupid little stringies coming off my tip again. Damn thing. So much fun. Okay, there we go. All right. And now our little bent wire is going to sit on top. Kind of like that. All right. This is so hard to hold on to. They give me the dimensions and everything, you know, and I don't know that that's necessarily perfect. All right. Frustrating. Okay. Come on. All right. That's all right. It's cute anyway. Definitely not perfect. All right, so that's that. So those are downspout pieces for the loss. Next, all right, set this off to the side. Next thing is going to be a small wooden box. This guy. I pre-got out the parts and trimmed our wire. This is a different wire. This is the brown wire, and it's thicker than the last one. That white wire is a pain in the butt. So this is the brown. And it is, of course, going to get formed too. So, but let's start with that then. All right. So as you can see, I have several tools. This is one. I got this one. So this is what's going to form the ends. So I need, it's 10, 10, and then it's got a little loop according to instructions. So 10. That's going to be there. So I'm going to pinch. Sorry, that's blurry. There we go. I want that to be like that. This is going to end up going around the box. You can see that? There we go. So that's 10. And the next one is supposed to be 10. So I'm just going to work it with my, kind of hold it in place because it needs to have a little loop on the end. It acts as almost like a little, shoot. Oh, blazes if it hold. All right. I do it this way because I know that that actually just makes a little loop on the end. I'm just going to form it around it. Forget the fact that it says something. There. All right. Next. Okay. There it is. I found it. Hello, hello, hello. Are those people who are watching? Mark it. Come on. And then I'm going to bend it to be 90 degrees. So just give me a second there. All right, 90 degrees. And then I'm going to just grab and bend the other end so that way it's like this. It's like a little planter box holder. You know how you see those nice little planter boxes? Sorry. I'm trying to get this lined up on the end. And I'll just roll the top. All right. This wire is really soft to bend. And it's squishy too sometimes. All right. This to be up just a tad more. That'll work. All right. Set them aside for a second. Set them up on off camera. They're up there. All right, now to build the box. And the white goes on the inside. And you can see it's white on one side and it's brown on the other. And white goes on the inside. So this, we've got D15s. This is actually one of the D15s. So D15, D15, the bottom, that is not, that's D12. So this is D12. And that's my bottom, so we can flip it out in this direction for the sake of setting it up. Then I've got two ends, and those ones are D19, I think is what the little guys are. So I got two little D19s, and then I have, like, they're like little, I can't pick them up with my finger here. Just give me a second, I'll move them over. I'm gonna move these other pieces out of the way here, because I don't work on that last. So little box gets these pieces. And this is how it goes together. And it is kind of hard to tell whether or not they're inside or outside. So that's why we'll dry fit it first, and then we'll attach. Then we'll attach our loop, our other little pieces, and our little other things. Okay. All right, I gotta set that aside so I get room. All right, so when we dry fit it, we're gonna take this piece and go like this and go, okay. So that actually does fit flush, but how does this end fit with that? Does it fit on the end? Because it's impossible to actually see the picture. Yes, it will fit on the end. All right. So white to the inside. I'm going to put glue on the two sides. Come on, babe. There we go. Side. All right. And my apologies anytime I pop that you can't see on camera. I'm also trying to see too while I'm working on it. One side, now do the other side. Come on. If you enjoy what you see, I definitely will be doing more builds and things. You're welcome to join anytime, whether you catch me live or after the recording has finished going through the editing process. And eventually I might have a better setup, but for now, this is how it goes. All right, and I'm gonna just put some glue on the ends, and that'll also help hold this a little more square, because right now it's a little wonky. So let's fix that. All right. Come on. So it's kind of hard for me to tell how it's going to fit together until I actually start putting it together. All right. All right, stop being wonky on me. It does fit inside it. All right, now the other end. Put the little ends on. My apologies for my camera not always staying focused. And this glue is good and bad. It's a bit of a pain. There we go. Let's squeeze it. Okay. Hopefully this box doesn't twist on me. Some of these ones, when I build them, gluing them sometimes causes them to warp just a tad. All right, now the little other box pieces that go into this go on the sides and on the bottom. And they're supposed to be 10 in. So since I know I bent this at 10, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it on its side like this. And it'll help me line it up. Yay, nay? Okay. Which side does it go on? Okay. It's so hard to see my pictures here. Okay, let's see here. So I got this little guy, and the little strap pieces that you see, these are strap pieces that go on this box. But there's also these are the little pieces that also go on there. And from what I can see, at the bottom and the front is where they go. Oh, I wish Bethy was on here. I could respond to her live. She sent me a message. Oh, da-da, girly girl. Henry, can you send Bethy a message for me?
What is it?
Tell her yes. 3-layer, 3 rolled corn. Can you do that for me? Okay, so that was the end, so I want to make sure. Come on. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. 1, 2. Okay. I hate how messy this glue is, but it does serve its purpose. Did you shoot her the message for me? Thank you. And that comes off the belt. And now this one. Sorry, my finger obscuring things, making it blurry. Yep. And now, these other pieces. So I go just inside it, so. Sorry for the blurry. All right. Little hooks for the little basket. This goes on the one window. Oops. Great job. Let's fling things across the table here. There, okay. There. A little bit. Little. There we go. Let's see if I can get some of this glue off there. It looks horrid. Yeah, that glue does a number on certain surfaces. All right. Anywho, that's one box. I think I'm gonna have to unstick that from the table. All right, now for small boxes. So these are considered small wood boxes. And I pre-cut them out. All I have to do is fold and glue them. And this one, I had to poke holes in the ends. So, and this is the exteriors. Black lines to the outside. Kind of funny watching the count go up and down as I'm going through these. All right, so I don't do certain things that have come on. All right. I'm going to have to do what I end up doing sometimes, just to make it go just a little easier. Other than the fact I do know I need to make this little hole a little bigger. So I'll make the hole just a tad bit bigger. I used a diaper pin to poke the hole initially. And I use my, to make this easier to fold, I'm going to score it. It is a trick that works pretty fantastic, as long as I don't score too deep. So I'm going to score it along each of the fold lines. Makes for much sharper folds too, just because this is a little stiff. And if you're a young person who is not familiar with using sharp utensils, please have an adult help. This is why I say this is not child appropriate, is because the blades. Although, if you were like me, you used to do models and stuff when you were growing up, so kind of used to, you know, it's much cleaner. That one's not clean because I started folding it to begin with without it. But fold each of the edges like so. All right, now I'll put glue on each of those points. This is gross on the end. Let's get the crap off there. All right. I try to avoid swearing as much as possible because I don't like to swear around the kids, even if I have to scold them for doing so. I use it very, very little. It doesn't take a lot of glue to get this in place, guys. Squeeze this a little bit more so it stays put. All right. Sorry, I'm flipping this all over the place and it makes it hard to focus. All right, so square the ends, hold it in place. Where's my tweezers? Okay, this helps to pinch it in place. There we go. I'm sorry, I may have small fingers, but they're still not small enough to get into that space and hold it. Glue sets up pretty quick, so I shouldn't have to hold it for too long before I can move on to the next one. Oh, it's being very stubborn. Okay, come on. Why is this being problematic? Come on. Not normally a problem, but this is really being a stinker. All I can figure is maybe I didn't quite put enough glue on that one side. All right, let's try it again. And there we go. Better? All right. Not perfect. Ugh, come on. Okay. That is not perfect. Okay. There is one of the little considered wooden box. All right, let's square this one for easy foldability. Easy foldability. So, score it. I'm just lightly scoring this. You don't want to score very deep, otherwise you'll end up cutting through, because this is a pretty sharp knife. Come on. Okay. Alrighty then. Bend. I scored that a little deep on that one. I want to make sure those corners go in. Since this isn't something that you can actually play with, you know, it doesn't have to be as durable as some things. It's funny how people will comment while I'm doing these lives, but then I don't see them in the comments after it finishes loading, so I'm not sure what's up with that. Might have to, I'm betting it's a setting. I just need to turn on comments. Okay. Pinch it into place. There we go. Feel free to go back and watch if you're joining me now. Just to stay put. I'm bending as I'm going here. Try and make this thing stay a little better. Glue on my fingers. Yay. Okay. Here's another box. All right, so that's 2 of those set boxes. And then I've got 1 more of that type of box. Ugh, I have so much stuff on my fingers right now. All right, and so we're gonna score this. This is the back side of my chicken coaster. Cork tends to be really forgiving when you slice it, so that's why I'm doing this on the cork. Okay. And then I fold each of these. Fold each of the tabs. Like so. And then this down. And then these, you want to overbend them just a little bit. If I forget to overbend, then I have issues trying to put the plastic thing together. All right, tabbies. Glue on the tabs. I forgive me for going out of focus here and there. All right. That sounds like my daughter might be here with my feed. Yep. I hear my girl out there. Okay. And of course the dog. And you guys can hear the dog. I heard the vehicle though before he realized it was pulling into the driveway. Oof. Eeky. It's slippery and sticky. There we go. There. All right, now that's the set of the 3 boxes. And those I set over there on the other side. Now, the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to build this guy. This is considered to be the crate. So this is going to be the small wooden, it's a small wooden box. So I still have to cut out the insets of these, but I pre-cut them on the outside. The little things like on the outside. So we're going to build the box first, and then I'm going to cut these out to stick on it. But, excuse me. So, let's get it ready. So we're going just go around each of these. Don't score it deep, otherwise it'll come off. Don't that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to turn it the other way. Let's score the other lines. And we have more on this end here. There. All right. Now we're going to overbend each of these. I think that's our little box. So we're going to put glue on these tabbies first to put in the inside, and then we'll glue the rest. All right. All right, and now we're going to glue. The dog thinks I'm upstairs. Just heard the dog run upstairs. See, Betty figures out I'm in here and not upstairs. I get Bethy money for the feed I had her pick up for me. Okay, box. Hey, Buggy.
You're in here.
I'm in here, yes.
Here.
How much did it come to?
$74.94.
Okay.
God damn it. I hate this store. There we go.
For 3 and 3?
Yep, 3 and 3.
Awesome.
3 egg layer and then 3-year-old corn.
Awesome.
Because they actually had it this time. And the
Good.
egg layer, they just got a new pal.
Good. I'm building on YouTube.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Cute.
Yeah. You see all the little stuff I made? See?
Yeah.
Cool.
I see.
All little stuff.
I see.
Okay.
I have book nooks and stuff that I gotta make that are kind of like that.
Okay.
They
Okay.
actually have LEDs and stuff, so I gotta do some electricity shit.
I like doing those. Those are fun too. As long as you wire them correctly and don't
Yeah.
put them on the wrong poles, which I've done before. You can grab 100 from my purse because I don't have enough to break it down. So if you can,
I
Make
might.
change
John
on
also
it.
has cash on him too.
okay. So yeah, if you can break it down, you can grab the
Egg
100
plug, ear plug.
egg plug. Ooh,
Egg
nice.
plug. Yeah, so Dad took the bourbon because Henry tells me yes.
Yes, he took the bourbon.
I also see that he.
That's one of the
got-
reasons why I had you pick up the feed was because it's very difficult. I can't get in and out of the driveway right now with my little car.
Yeah, I know, because of the bearing being bad.
No, it's not the bearing. It's just I can't drive through that snow.
I
The
can't.
drifted snow.
My bug's lower than yours.
Ha ha ha.
Mine's a little snowplow.
Right.
But yeah, no. The reason why I was asking is because now I have to do the tires on the truck.
Oh, crud.
Because I was gonna take that one and I took Henry and fill it up. But Dad took it, so.
Oh, I see.
Well, hey, at least I'll get his tires.
Right? Okay. I'll have to cut all the way through the end. Oh, don't move on me. Come on. There we go. I flipped my box over. Come on, stay put. All right. I accidentally cut through the one side because I didn't see what I was doing right away. It's okay because it gets glued down, so it's no big deal. All right, does that one go on the top? It does. It goes on the top. So sorry for the blur. All right. That goes on the top. And normally I would have been way more precise at one point in time in my life, but kind of go with the flow, I guess. All right. A little bit of moving on me. Kind of pushed a little bit on the end to try and keep it from, try and make sure I cut all the way through. I'm not too concerned about cutting my plastic on this because it is actually designed to have a blade run across the edge of it. It is designed for when I bird quilting. This is the broken one, so I use it for this now rather than quilting. And will I do quilting on here? I don't know if I'll do quilting on this on my YouTube channel here or not. I do a lot of different things, so we'll see. There, that works. There we go. There, that goes on the end. Like so. Down to the end. And right next. The only reason why I'm using this even at all is because it tends to move away from if I don't. Turn. So follow me, subscribe, whether or not you're a person who likes to hear cover music. Eventually I might do some of my own. But right now, I just do covers because I'm not in a position at the moment to start my own band. I did used to sing with a band. Life gets busy sometimes. And it was such a drive to meet up with them to do the performances. They're not as close by. Unfortunately, I do not live real close to the cities where most of these people are located, so it makes it difficult on my end. All right, there's that. I'm going to do the diagonals on this first. I got so much stuff on my fingers. Cute little box though. Yeah, messy. Okay, over to this one. That's it. Do a little vertical. Great. Pop them up. Ta-da. Okay. Don't. Okay. Okay. Alright, that's disgusting when it does that. Alright, angles first. Don't mind my shadow if I do. Ah, crap. Stay put. Come on. There. My husband's sharing reels with me while he's at work right now, but I won't see him after work. He's gonna go straight to his dad's house to tend for his needs. So most of the time I don't get to see him. It's lucky when I get to spend a week with him, but that hasn't happened much because he's been tending to his dad, my father-in-law. His father-in-law loves me to death. He keeps wanting me to go visit him. Because we just sit and talk, and I listen, and yeah. I do that with my clients too. I sit and listen to my veterans as they talk and tell me about their lives. Sometimes it's not usually too much about what they did while they were in the military, but mostly about their wives, their kids, some of the fun things that they like to do. And I like my job because I like talking with the veterans, although sometimes I think they get suspicious, and who can blame them with all the scams out there? But I enjoy talking with my veterans and learning about their lives and their family. There we go. So there's the little, this is supposed to be the little crate or box. So small wooden box number 3. So we did small wooden box 1, 2, and 3. And I'll keep all the boxes together. And they're all now all sitting over here waiting in their little sets. And the next thing that I'm going to work on then is going to be, the next thing is we have a basket. And then the decorative painting. And then the book. So I will do that on the next one, and I think I'll also cut out the pieces also for doing the other box here. So in a little bit, I'll come back on and I will do those parts. I love how it asks me if I'm sure I want to stop, and I'm in the wrong spot, so I can't make it stop right away.